Hello everyone, it's Jay here with Mobile Home Partners. Currently located in a mobile home park in Gainesville. I think right side of Gainesville, Georgia. Currently doing my walkthrough. Got quite a bit of mobile homes here distressed. Was actually found through one of my ads here from the park owner, so gave us a list and I got my hands full. I'll be walking most of these homes here. They're vacant. They're mostly park-owned homes. There's a few. I know there's one down there. A couple on the other side. I don't know how big this park is yet. I know it's quite a few lots, but like I said, most of them are park-owned, so and distressed, vacant. So they reached out to us and wanted us to come out here and see what we can do for them. If we can bring these back or possibly replace them. I have not walked in any of them yet. I'm gonna be doing lot 50, this yellow one right here first, so and just kind of make my way up. But wanted to make this video here and just point out a few things. I've gotten a few inquiries on how do you price certain things, what do you look for, that sort of thing. So I will show you, and I think any and every investor who does mobile homes does it differently, of course, but I'll show you what I do, what I look for, and see if it helps anybody out. So Alright, so here we are, lot 50. We're going to start right here. So as I'm approaching the mobile home, already I'm looking at it. You know, any defects, any tears, wear, whatever I can see. And one of the biggest things I look for is the roof. You're not always going to be able to see the roof when you're approaching a mobile home. Luckily here, this hill goes up, so I can see most of the roof from here. And it is old, aged, of course, but it doesn't look like... I could be wrong. It looks like there's a dip right there in the middle. So some of the things you want to pay attention to, and you know, mobile homes like houses have different roofs, of course, but you know, you should be able to tell if there's any big dips. With this tree here, you know, a limb could have fallen on it. I don't know. It can still, but so look for that. You know, roof is it can be expensive, depends on the material. This one here looks like aluminum, so you know, you could easily get you a bucket from Home Depot. It's about $100, and you mop it on that, you know, you reseal it. Now that's obviously with the roof not having any damages, so you know, if you start getting into any big holes in any damages from the tree, branches might have fallen on it, then you know, you're looking at a different situation. So obviously something you want to go into depth. Not to mention, you know, if it's been sitting here for a while and it does have a hole, what kind of damage does the inside have? Okay, and hence on that, mold. So I'm already gonna mention that. But all right, so that's one of the first things I look at. The second thing is, you know, and this is a very small mobile home, by the way, very old, mid-70s maybe, if I were to guess. 2-bedroom, 1-bath maybe. You know, I'll find out once I go inside. But another thing I look at is the siding, and this actually looks pretty good. I don't see any windows busted. Make my walk here. Little dings here and there, but there's no tears, nothing major on the actual siding of the house. Skirting, of course, you know, you fix that back up, but deck. Definitely old. You can tell by the little windows. You don't see these type of windows anymore. Alright, so here we are back in. The siding itself, it looks pretty good. There's no damages, you know, that I can tell, other than the skirting replaced. This back window is broken. Question comes to mind is, how long has it been broken? What kind of damages are there? Been raining out here, you know, obviously damages the inside. It's easy for water to get inside. So let's go ahead and get inside and see what we can find. Kind of impressed. The siding is pretty good, actually. There's no dings, major dings on it, no damages. So you know, if you had to replace some of this, and of course the newer homes, you know, you got vinyl siding, you got different, I don't think there's any vinyl ones in here. I'll make a couple videos and see, you know, different things. But if you had a hole per se in one of these areas, you know, small patch is usually okay. You know, if the part makes you repaint the home, of course, that's an expense you got to think of. You're looking at a minimum couple buckets, of 5-gallon buckets of paint to be able to paint this thing. Exterior paint on something, you know, $150 for something good paint. And obviously you would patch the hole. You have to take care of that. If it's vinyl siding, then obviously you have to see what kind of damages, if any. If it's just torn, then a small piece of vinyl siding is, you know, you replace it and you're good to go. So I'll make a video on one of those if I see. Obviously right now we're working with an older mobile home, like I said, mid-70s, maybe older. You know, I don't have the title information in front of me, so I don't know, but just kind of guessing. All right, about to make my way inside here. Oh, not safe steps. Well, okay. Let's go to the front here. Yes, I got a stick for spider webs. There's quite a bit. You know, a lot of these homes you're walking into, been sitting for a while vacant. You have to be careful. Critters, snakes. I mean, you don't know. You know, especially if there's holes on the floor. You know, you may be coming to a snake-infested home. It's something to watch out for. So, all right. So we are in the kitchen. When I first walk into a mobile home, you know, obviously you want to be careful on the floor, and the floor is huge to pay attention to. But just like the outside, the exterior where I started with the roof, I want to see the ceiling now and see any damages. So I'm going to back up here for a second. So notice where I mentioned it looked like there was a dip. Maybe a large tree branch fell on this at one point, and it looks like it. I don't know if you can tell on my video. Jesus, I just stepped on a... Scared the crap out of me. Some of these houses are a little too quiet for me once you're in them, so just be careful. But if you can see here, you got a dip, and it doesn't look like any major water damages. It might have just been where the tree branch fell, literally just smushed it in, and you know, you see that from it. No major leaks. I don't see any leaks at all. This is original ceiling on here, as you can see where it was smashed in, and there is no water leaks. I highly doubt they've changed this floor down here and didn't do anything about the roof. So I mean, it was just good to go, I suppose. So something like this, how would you fix it? All right. So what I would do is, with my contractors, I would obviously try to come in and replace at least this section. You know, is dipping down, and again, it doesn't look like it's leaking, but it's beside the point. Something like this, I would start this whole section probably about here. If not, maybe all of it, because if you can see on this side, you have damages as well. So it would probably cost, you know, starting from here, try not to move too quickly, all the way to the front there, you know, you're looking at, you can even use sheetrock sheets on this here, but you need to fix the damages on top first. So you're gonna have to remove all these here, remove the insulation, and see what kind of damages you have. Are you able to bend this back? Or is it worth even trying, you know? You're gonna have to put studs in here and try to secure it and bring it back up. Then you can re-insulate that, and then, like I said, sheetrock sheets work fine for the ceiling here once you get all that patched up. Sheetrock sheets, what is it, $15-20 a sheet? Not very expensive. Here on this section, like I'm pointing out, you need about 5 to 7, I would say, comfortably. Insulation, you know, you can get you a big pink insulation bag. You're looking about $50 maybe. 50, a little bit more. You should be fine insulating this bag. Okay, now that's just the kitchen here where I walk through. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk the rest of the house, checking the ceiling. That's huge. And I mean, this home being this old, I mean, look at the size of this room. You don't find homes with rooms this small. I mean, this is basically a large closet, and it does have a closet here. So I mean, it would require a small bed in here. It's just, you know, old type of home. So even though you see this coming down a little bit, there's nothing wrong with this side here. I would just make sure that strip there is secure, keep it up there. And I mean, as old as it is, I mean, it's natural that things are going to start falling apart. But I'm actually kind of shocked at how well taken care of this was at one point or another. So ceiling in here is fine. Let me see here. Definitely water's been in here. Looks like it actually came from this corner. Maybe came down to that. It has, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it has sort of a dip. So water just ran into. So definitely like to check the outside. Like I said, resealing it would definitely do wonders. Like I mentioned, $100 for a bucket, you know, handyman may do for $100, and you're talking a resealed roof on a mobile home. You're good for 15 years. So it is a good investment, absolutely. Let me dodge some of these spider webs here. How do I turn the light on my phone? Hang on, bear with me, people. All right, I can't. Apparently my battery's low, so I can't use that. But that was the bathroom there. So this is the other bedroom. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, just like I said. Okay. Ceiling in here looks fine. So yeah, the biggest issue is going to be in the kitchen, where the that tree looks like it fell on and damaged that. And looks like it was just bent. So there's no actual water damages or anything. Very small bedroom. 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Small. All right. As soon as I get done with the ceiling, usually, and I'm already back here, electrical. That is huge. I mean, you could be talking, you may not even be able to get power. Depends on what your electric box looks like. Depending on the electric company and a lot of things to figure. If this house has not have power from, I think, 6 months, 3 months. Different city, counties, you know, it just depends how long the home has been vacant. They will let you know it will need an inspection or not. Something that's old, you might want to get an inspection anyway. You don't want to start turning these things on and catch a fire somewhere. So something to keep up. This is impressive and new. This did not come with the house by any means. You know, it's obviously been replaced at one point, and it looks beautiful. This is set. I cannot say, obviously there's no power. There is power. Well, I guess I don't need. Funny. Let me see if I can find the light in here. So many spider webs. Y'all bear with me here. Okay. All right. Amazing. Okay. So there is power, and that's the trick many times. If you're going to have a home vacant for a while, you know, sometimes just keeping the power on benefits you for 1 or 2 reasons. You know, if it stays vacant for too long and the power's off, like I said, you may be running into quite a few inspections, and those can add up bills for them coming out and just inspecting this and that. You know, depends on the city, and they can get picky. You know, they can start dodging you for this or that, and you know, until you please them, they're not going to turn your power on. So if you do have a home that's gone vacant and you can keep the power on, I would highly suggest do that. So like I said, this is beautiful. It's new. Obviously it was brought in here. Go ahead and shut this. So this is the second thing I check for. If you got multiple fuses missing and you see a wire's been tampered with, that's something to think about. You know, I cannot price that because everything is different on that. A handyman and or contractor will be able to tell you what's missing or not. So this looks like it was already taken care of for us. So all right, once you get done with the ceiling, the roof outside, the exterior siding, and you look at the electrical box and try to see, make sure most of your ability that everything works, now we're paying attention to the floor. Okay, and I don't mean the actual carpet. Obviously the carpet here this is antique by all means, but I'm not concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is any soft spots. So here's the window we were looking at from that side, by the way, and it's the only one broken. Okay, if this house had multiple windows, I would definitely be checking that immediately, and I am going to check this here, but it doesn't look like any damage, not that I can see. Let me see if I can get in here. Well, I'd say there is spider webs everywhere. So what you can do when you're trying to check for floor, you know, you obviously, as you're walking by, you'll be able to see if there's any bouncy soft spots. Try not to go through, of course. Always be careful with that. But being this window here was broken on the outside, I want to check, and what you can do is just kind of press next to the wall here where the window's at, and there is no soft spots whatsoever. You know, some of the places where you're going to find soft spots are going to be around windows, washer and dryer hookups, shower, you know, anywhere where the water could have leaked easiest. That's where you usually want to pay attention to. Now, that's not to say you could have a soft spot right here in the middle of the room. You know, it just depends. But Some people ask, so do you try to actually walk around the entire room to see if there's any leaks? Yes, I do. It takes time, I know. So what? Okay. And this room is pretty solid. Okay. So this room, there is no damages on the floor. Shocking. Looks like there was a leak here at one point from the siding. The floor is still solid, so this could have been a leak from the exterior. Definitely something that you're gonna be able to need to check. Well, when I replace these walls on these mobile homes, I do not try to get panels. I do sheetrock. That's just me. You know, I try to make more into like a house in a sense. It's cheaper, and I mean, you know, a couple sheets here obviously need to be cut out to the size of this, but you're able to put them in here and you're good to go instead of trying to find this panel siding and all the correct strips that a mobile home has. So this obviously would be peeled from here out. Try to find the issue where it's leaking from, obviously. Fix that first. And then obviously put the walls back up here. I'm gonna back up. So that same place where the breaker box is at, you know, that's the closet. Doors for this, you know, you can go to Home Depot and get those accordion doors they have. They seem kind of cheap, but they're actually quite durable. I've used quite a bit. You can get one, I think it stretches out to like 50, 60. Don't quote me on that. You know, you can see on that, but it's about $30 a door. So a couple doors, one on each side that will stretch to the center. You know, that's all you would need for this room. This room here, I would not paint it. I like the way it looks. You know, a good cleanup. Put a little strip here. It's good to go. I personally like wood. Now you do have some drawings there, not too bad. So carpet, okay, and this is huge. When I put carpet in my homes, I actually use interior-exterior carpet. It does not require the soft stuff that goes under the carpets. It kind of just glues down directly onto the wood floor. All mobile homes have wood floors, by the way, in case anybody's curious on that. So I mean, they sell an adhesive bucket, which is about 15 bucks, and that's all you would need for this whole house if you were to carpet it. All right, and on that carpet, I want to say it's about 29 to 39 cents a square foot. So this house here, and what I do is, the only places I use carpet is in bedrooms. Okay, bedrooms and I apologize, and living room. Hallways like this one here, bathroom, kitchen, all those get vinyl. Okay, vinyl and carpet. Vinyl is a little more expensive. You're usually more about 49 cents a square foot. But this small house here, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, obviously kitchen and living room in there, which we'll walk back over there. You're looking at maybe 300 bucks total for all the material. Okay, a handyman to be able to lay that in here quickly shouldn't be much. I'm not going to quote handyman prices, the ones I get from me. So, but it's not much, you know. All right. So here, yeah, I would go ahead and replace this carpet. It's old. They can probably be cleaned, and I'm actually amazed at how it's not damaged or ruined or, you know, a whole lot of stains. But we would go ahead and swap this out. So cut the slide off and go in here. So this, and again guys, this is very old mobile home, so bear with me, but this is technically where the washer and dryer would go. There's really not room for both, so maybe one, but this I would go ahead and replace the vinyl all the way down and probably start with copper back in the living room down in that area. I'm gonna get in here in the bathroom. All right, this vinyl already, okay. I would replace that. This is a very small section, wouldn't take no time to do. Toilet, you know, this one here looks like it's usable, but as you can see how nasty it is. If you want to sit there and scrub and get it clean, have at it. You can get a toilet about the same size, you know, brand new, obviously from Home Depot. You're looking about 80 bucks. So, you know, I'll let you choose on that one what you want to do. Okay, there is the counter. Doesn't look like any damages on that. A few spider webs and I'll make my way in there. All right, so here, I don't know if you can tell in the video, I'm pressing not very hard and it's bouncy, which is common. You have the toilet right here. Could have leaked back here, maybe, I don't know. It's something you can look from once you get to peeling this back, or even get your handyman underneath the house. Okay, but here we are. So here's a tub, mini, small. This is just a cover. Definitely tear this out and see what kind of damages you got in there. Again, press anywhere you would have water that could leak. There's no water. No, so there's no water. Okay. All right. Doesn't look too bad here. Good cleanup, and you know, maybe paint that siding on there. Okay. Clean it up, and it's not in bad condition. Definitely looks like it was sealed very well. Okay. Damages there. None on the ceiling in here also, so looks pretty good. Let me get out of here. All right. Doors, by the way, I was noticing that door there is kind of damaged, and before I move fast, ain't too quick. I don't know if you can tell right here, this, you can hear that, very bouncy. This is coming from the door. It can leak down in this area, so you know, a lot of this also doors pay attention to. What you can have is, a lot of times, is water actually leaks from the top on the sides, and it runs down and starts creeping inside into the home. There is these, it almost looks like small gutters that you can put right above your doors for mobile homes. You can actually use a small piece of gutter that would go in a normal, you know, stick-built home, put it on the outside and silicone it right, and you know, same effect, just kind of keeps the water running past the door and out into the exterior versus coming inside. So just a little trick you can do there. Different things they sell for that. Doors. Okay. Now I don't know about this door here, if we can make this work, but there are places that have specific parts for mobile homes. Doors, I mean cabinets, just, you know, mobile homes and houses are built different, especially the older homes. This one definitely, I don't know about this one, like I said, but if you sit there and try to get all the parts for a mobile home specifically from a mobile home store, you would be surprised at how much more it costs than even some stick-built pieces material. I don't know why, and I don't recommend that unless you absolutely, that's the route you want to do. So something like a door, and one more time, I don't think it would work for this one. You can go to Home Depot and get you $25, $30 door and just cut it to fit. You can cut usually, you know, on each side an inch, and you're good to go. You know, that would work on a mobile home. So something to think about. These doors, I think all these are fine. This one, I don't know why I was taking apart, but just put it back. Same thing here, another closet. Put a couple of cordon doors, $30 a piece, 60 bucks. You got your doors. Dress up this, you know, this closet a little bit. You can put maybe another, something better than this. I mean, you know, you can get you another rod and shelf, you know, to put across, maybe a little lower, make it, I don't know what that is. I'll probably remove this here and just have space there, you know. Could even stretch this closet out a little further, you know, go ahead and put another cordon door on this side, another shelf, and, you know, make it usable versus, again, I don't know, it's supposed to be a stationary desk, possibly. Okay, carpet again, replacing this room. Vinyl for this hallway, very narrow hallway. Carpet we would use again on this section, living room dash dining room, suppose. These, okay, something to remember with these. I yet to see a window unit that does not allow water to come into the home at one point or another. That is huge. If you're going to have window units, or you already have window units, keep an eye on those. Those can start leaking right in front of you. Okay, it can start having water damage, or worse, it can go right in the middle, and it'll be a while before you're able to tell if there's any water damage or not. Usually the first signs you start seeing would be the floor. You start seeing soft spots. That, or you'll start seeing extra damage on the side. You know, this may not, you not be able to tell it's wet, but if you had the newer type of, you know, material, you can actually see it just kind of swelling up. So I can't believe all this is, how sturdy this is. This is crazy. Okay, so I don't see any damages. Maybe somebody did a good job on this one. You know, I've heard that if you tilt them back just a little bit when you're putting them in, you know, that kind of helps the water drain backwards. And I don't know, different ways. If you have one of these in the house, keep an eye on it at all times, you know, especially summertime. Wintertime like now, I would just take that thing out, keep this house better insulated. Okay. All right, same like I spoke on these here, so. Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I will make this quick, okay? Just something I learned, okay? So this massive air conditioner here, window unit, you're looking at maybe 18,000, 20,000 BTUs. This thing will cool this entire house, basically. As small as it is, even if it does not have the best insulation, this massive thing will cool the whole hallway here, kitchen, dining room. You leave those doors open to the bathroom and rooms, it will cool those as well, okay? I don't know, I figured I'd throw this in there, okay? It's not going to be the sweetest on your pocket when it comes to electrical. So now every year they make new ones of these, so you know they probably are getting better electrical wise for the, you know, bill wise. But something like this may be a little too much for this, even for this room, hallway, and above. But you would definitely want a minimum of 15,000 BTU in this room. A used good one on even Facebook Market, 150 bucks, you'll be able to get one. Wintertime, obviously you get killer deals. Bedrooms don't need more than a 5,000 BTUs, okay? They don't make any smaller, I don't think. Depends on how big. If you have a pretty big bedroom, then you want to go maybe 8,000. What happens if you use a 5,000 BTU? Okay, if I put a 5,000 BTU here, would it cool this entire room? No, it would not. It would struggle. It would actually probably cost more in your pocket because it would constantly try to cool down the house, bringing it down to a temperature you want, which I'll never be able to do. So it's not big enough. Figured I'd throw that in there, okay? Just help you out with the bill there. All right, we are in the kitchen now. As you see, I'm walking into this door here, checking for any soft spots. I don't see any, but I do see damage right here. It's obvious. That's mold. You can walk up to it, you can see the issue. So this panel would need to come out immediately. We need to kill that mold. Bleach, there's different things you can get from Home Depot. They have something specific for mold now. I heard it's pretty good. It's like it comes in a bottle, 20 bucks I think, and it goes a good ways. You just spray it and it's supposed to be pretty amazing. So check into that. Mold is huge. I probably should have already mentioned that. I just didn't see any until I came on this side. So this panel would need to be cleared, insulation behind it, removed, and put a new panel, and you should be good to go. Let me see. I don't want my phone to die here halfway through the video, so you can look under here, see if there's any water damages. Doesn't look like it. I would definitely pay attention to that. Small kitchen. Cabinets, I wouldn't change them. I mean, anything bigger you bring in here, you're just going to make this place look even smaller. So cabinets can get pricey. Highly suggest if you do need cabinets, get them used. Do not get them new. Again, that's your pocket. But Facebook Market is very good for that. New cabinets, something even a small section like that, which they don't make them that small, you're looking at about $400 or $500. So think on that one. Okay. This is the first video I make where I'm actually breaking down, you know, certain things like this. I know I can make this a little better, slow it down a little bit, but that will come with your requests. You know, any questions you have, I can answer them, you know, if you ask me. Also, keep in mind, if you have a question, other people may have that same question and never ask it. So, you know, you'll be answering a lot of people's same questions by asking it. When I post this on YouTube, feel free to comment, and I'll be happy to address anything. That's, you know, that's the majors I think I cover when I look at these mobile homes. Obviously, when you get the digging, you know, breaking apart, if I were to tear this floor up, I would probably encounter other issues that I was not accounting for. So I'll keep that in mind if you're doing a rehab list, and even labor costs. You know, always notate another 10-15% or whatever total number you come up with, just in case you have any surprises. I'll be honest with you, I've been doing this for right at 3 years now, so I've kind of learned, and I can tell you, you know, what I'm looking at. I know that's what I'm going to be working with, but you never know. You could tear this up and all of a sudden you got damages underneath, and you know, I don't know. Plumbing, last one. So plumbing, for the most part, you know, you can see under the sink. I mean, what, you know, major leaks, but only a handyman getting under the house will be able to tell you how bad it is. If, you know, if pipes been broken, taken apart, I don't know. I'm not a plumber. I would send my handyman under there and see if he can see anything. Of course, he or she would also not be able to tell you until they actually cut the water on and see if anything's spilling. So, okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up on this video here. We're right at 30 minutes now. So again, please feel free to ask me any questions you may have. I can answer them better that way, directly. This is Jed with Mobile Home Partners, currently located right outside of Gainesville, Georgia. And my direct number is 770-855-1298. Direct email, the letter J, GARCIA at mobilehomepartner.com. You can visit mobilehomepartner.com, the website. On there, you'll be able to see to the, I believe, right top, you will have all our links: YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Any of those, you can, you know, reach out to us directly there. If you go to Instagram or Facebook, we have quite a few pictures of some of the homes we've rehabbed in the past. We have a lot more we should probably upload up there for y'all, but we'll definitely try to make more videos here. All right, until next time, thank you for watching.